Hey everybody, Mo here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys some gameplay with this Samira Leona deck. The Samira Leona Targon Noxus Aggro is not like a brand new archetype or anything. It's been played for the last couple seasons, but even after rotation, people are trying to figure out what decks are still good, what decks got new toys, what decks lost a lot, what decks lost nothing. And it turns out Noxus Targon is still really good with Samira. NicmakesPlays is a content creator, YouTuber, streamer for Legends of Runeterra, and I actually was in his stream the other day and he was playing this deck, and he made it all the way to rank 1, and he is currently, at the time of this recording, still rank 1 with this deck. He went all the way from 0 LP to rank 1, which is pretty cool. So I decided to try it out here. So this deck is currently rank 1 in North America. The idea behind this deck is it's like an aggro deck that can kind of go into the mid game with Leona and Ravoon if it needs to. But for the most part, you're just like playing a bunch of 1-drops. Like you're playing 10 1-drops, so literally 25% of your deck is 1-drops. You play very strong 2-drops, so your curve is almost all at that 1 and 2. Like literally over 50% of your curve is at 1 and 2 drops. Stops at turn 2. You want to get the Daybreaks to level up your Leona, then Leona eventually just stuns all of the opponent's board. If you get Ravoon Leona, you make it so they don't have blockers. Might is really good with Sun Guardian. Everyone knows how strong Sun Guardian after it got buffed. So you play Sun Guardian, you get it really big. The issue is your opponent chump blocks it. Well, with Noxus Aggro, you're able to play 3 mites. So now if your opponent tries to chump block a Sun Guardian with something, you can just mite it and deal a crap ton of damage. You play Samira. What Samira brings to this deck is it gives you Flare, which can make your attacks even better. Like Soldier was really good on turn 1, push 3 damage. Well, now on turn 3 or something, you can use the Soldier to pull a big unit to the side, so that way your Sun Guardian can attack now. Because if you have like Leona and Sun Guardian in another unit, Leona's going to challenge a unit, Flare can challenge a unit, and then now your Sun Guardian's unblockable. And it's really good. Also, it just helps with the burn plane. We're playing 3 fervors. So having Samira go, deal 1 damage to face, attack, get another one, deal 1 damage to face, fervor, deal 1 damage to face. That's a really good way to kind of tickle down your opponent with these little pink spells. And on top of that, she doesn't level very often in this deck, I don't think. But if you do ever get to level her, fun fact, being able to stun your opponent, attack, and then re-attack with your opponent still stunned with a rally off of Samira is very, very, very good. So highly recommend you guys try this deck out. I'm going to play it right now and show you guys how I pilot it, how to play it as an aggro, but also pivot into mid-range. So yeah, before we get into the games, I want to remind you guys that 62% of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to me. So, or sorry, 72% of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to me. I wish it was only 62, and you guys can make it only 62 by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. It helps my videos get recommended when more people sub to me and then more people watch the videos. So highly, highly recommend it if you want to support me and help me out. That's it for the intro. Let's get into some games. Oh, Samira Pantheon. Okay, so yeah, we're on Samira Leona. The current rank 1 deck by TTV. Nick makes plays rank 1 every season he wants to. No cap on a stack. Doesn't play for a year, comes back, immediately hits rank 1 and holds it for multiple days. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. Nick, and people like to meme on Nick. I like to meme on Nick. I think Nick is a very memeable person, but you can't take away he's a really good card player, really good at Yu-Gi-Oh, really good at LOR. Yeah, so we're here to play this. I watched him stream this deck and it looked very sick. He played his gauntlet, got 6 wins in his gauntlet, beat Push P, the first ever seasonal champion. So stuff's going, it went very well for him. So we're just gonna apply a bunch of pressure. Deck looked really sick. I love aggro. You guys know I love aggro. And so I'm very happy about this. So we're gonna swing. I was gonna develop this Sun Guardian, but now that we have, oops, not do it that way. Now that we have this Might, I'm gonna swing because I think they might have a save spell for this Saga Seeker. So if they have like Pale Cascade or something, then I'm just gonna Might over it. But if they just want to trade their Saga Seeker and their weapon, they invested 3 mana into this, I'm down. Because I still get to Sun Guardian with Daybreak, so like, I'm happy about that. Here's this. There's a chance we could have like Fervored to kill this immediately, but I don't really care. My unit's just big enough to not care, right? If they play anything here, we can just like Might and trade. Sunhawk is good if they develop at all. So if they don't develop, is what it is. I'm just gonna Sunhawk and then go into the Leona. Stun this unit, be very happy. So let's see. If they develop here, we're big chilling. Yeah, big chilling. Developing into Daybreak deck is heavily unadvised if you're playing into Daybreak. I heavily advise you to not develop into Daybreak units because Stunhawk is pretty good. Leona is also pretty good. Yeah, so we will just simply Leona, stun the White Flame again. We have Ravoon in our hand off the top, so we can just keep going in the late game. We can keep going toe-to-toe with these mid-range decks. So yeah, this is pretty good. We have this big ol' Sun Guardian. We can might it later on if our opponent doesn't concede and we get to a spot to where this is blockable. We can just, you know, might it over this, like their little 1-3 or whatever, and it does cool stuff. So I expect a Pantheon here, like a defensive Pantheon, because Pantheon has barrier. And if that's the case, I'm just going to pull the Pantheon to the side with my Leona. Oh, Samira? Okay, sure. Fine by me. I mean, we'll just pull this to the side like this. That looks like 12, so they have to block. I would assume they're going to block the Sun Guardian. Nope, they're just going to go to 2, because they don't realize we're playing Fervors. Oh, they have a strike spell. Okay, that's pretty good. That's fine. We still killed the Samira. If that's the case, pulling the 1-3 was obviously better because we can kill the Samira and the 1-3. But it should be okay because we have Fervor, we have Might, we have Reach. They, again, cannot develop. They know now because we have the Leona in play, so they should know better than to develop. But sometimes our opponent just doesn't care. Sometimes opponent just doesn't care. But yeah, we're just going to develop. We're going to stun their big unit. Pretty good. Our Leona got barrier, so is what it is. If they pull with Camphor here... Oh, it's just that's trade? Okay, I'm fine with that. I think this is a really good time to Fervor. Yeah, I think this is a really good time to Fervor. We get that off? Probably not. I just showed him I had a Fervor, but I don't think I care. We're going to play this, and then we're just going to open with Eye of Raharuk. Eye of Raharuk, stun the White Flame again. Trigger our barrier on the Leona. And we still have mana to Might or, you know, Fervor if we need to, whatever. Whatever it calls for, do that. And on top of that, this is really good for defense because now they're not going to be able to kill us because before, like, you don't want to develop into Leona because of, you know, Daybreak stunning you. But now you can't even open attack because this will stop you. So we're just going to pull the 2-1 to the side here. And then, yeah, just show you we have lethal, and we're just going to Might our Leona. We're going to Might Leona and just say, show me you have Hush. If not, then we have lethal. I say it's pretty good. I know this deck might look kind of meme. You guys are like, oh, you always show us that you're just beating these really bad decks. You know, like, what's the point of that? You just showed me you're beating bad decks on ladder. But really, like, this, I think this deck's pretty good. Jordan really likes this deck. I think this is the deck Jordan's been playing What Am I on Masters ladder, and he was like rank 3 or something, like top 5. So the Pantheon Samira deck. So I don't think Pantheon Samira is like meme or bad at all. But yeah, cool. There you go. First game, very dominant, not even close. Very good. Let's just keep playing. Let's play more games. Okay, so Jack Samira. So I think this is like a bigger version of Jack Fizz. If I had to guess, I would assume this is probably like a more mid-rangey version. We could try and keep Ravoon and play out mid-range them, but I think just trying to aggro them down if their deck is too clunky and not really refined well, a lot of times the best strategy is just to try to kill them quickly before they can do their stuff. Because the deck's either going to be not really refined, and so, you know, they could have misdraws and like really clunky stuff going on, and you just want to try to kill them. We can also not have... We can not trade this here, because, okay, so this tells me they're probably not an aggro deck. They're probably something more mid-rangey. And Samira can do really good stuff into this. Like, we can give Samira... sure, so, like, we can stun here now. Not let them get coin. And we can just play Samira and give her Challenger. Pull this thing to the side so they don't get their trigger. That sounds good to me. They have to play another unit here. If it's, like, the set spell, I guess I'm kind of sad. Like the deal 2, get 2 coins, make it rain. Oh, damn, the make it rain hit. Dang. That's pretty good. Make it rain hitting my 2-1. Okay, well, we'll give you Challenger. We'll pull here. I guess they could have, like, all out because they plundered. But, I don't think I care. I think that's a lot just to keep this, like, little guy alive. Okay. Sure. So you are going to get You are going to get an extra coin here. So you are at 2 coins. Does that matter, though, is the question. Like, what is their payoff here? Like, if you're playing this, like, mid-rangey style deck, what is your actual payoff? And is it worth it? So, here, if they play Jack, we just have a blocker. Pablo, that doesn't really matter. You just play this, I think. This looks good. You can just play Leona next turn. Stun this, pull anything else they play. Coin, so you gain 1 extra mana here. You're gonna Knuckles, yeah, into prize fight, something. You can put this to 1 HP. Sure. That's fine. And then you get to swing at me for 5. Is that the idea? Is that this deck is like a brash aggro in a way? Where you're just trying to like beat me down with brash units? And then you don't particularly care about the coin as much as you care about just the fact that it gives your unit unblockable. That's pretty cool, I guess. We have Leona here, so we can just stun this. And then we even have like Ravoon to pop off with our Leona in future turns, make all of our units unblockable by stunning all of their units. So even if they play a unit here, we just challenge it to the side. If they don't play a unit, we can just flare. So that deals 1. Sure. So here we actually push the same 1 damage. We push the same 1 damage but keep our unit healthier if we just give Samira Challenger. If we just give Samira Challenger, it's the same 1 damage, right? Because instead of Samira hitting for 2, Leona hits for 3, so it's the same 1 damage, except now our Leona doesn't go to 2 HP. Our Leona stays at 3 HP. Or sorry, at 5 HP. She doesn't lose the 3 HP. So that right there is like a good way to sometimes sell. Because like now I can still block this if I want to, right? Which I probably don't want to. I'm probably not going to. But like I still have a brash blocker if I wanted to block like that. I have Ravoon, so I can stun things here. Oh, if I draw a 1-drop, I like stun things with Leona. Do crazy stuff. We did not get a 1-drop, but that's okay. We're probably just winning next turn. We just need to not lose this turn. So as long as we don't lose this turn, we're happy. They can give Challenger, so they should probably killing my Samira if I had to guess. But that's okay. Like I said, as long as we aren't dying, fine. So they have 2 brash. This is probably going to pull one of my brashes to the side. Probably pull like Leona to the side. I have to block with Ravoon to not die. Would be my guess at what's about to happen. I don't think I agree with this at all. Because now I can just block like this. I like, you're never killing me at 8. So I just say, okay. You could like try and parlay me or something, but you have 1 card in hand. I think I'm just going to be able to play my Daybreak cards and kill you.
No one's the wiser.
Like stop you from blocking and just hit you a whole bunch. Like again, parlay is like the only real punish, but you don't have it, so sounds good. So oh, this is really good. We can just do this. And allies Daybreak. This doesn't have Daybreak itself, so let's do this. Stun, and this way if they pull another, or if they play another unit, we can just stun it again. Activate Leona's Daybreak. We can activate probably just like Ravoon's Daybreak to give us a new card. Sure. If you get a blocker, we can even just give something Overwhelm here is pretty good. Got this off Ravoon. Like we can just give Leona Overwhelm, pull a 2/2 to the side. Oh, okay, so you're playing cards. What unit are you playing? Like a Jack or something, I assume? A big unit? But the good news is, like I said, we can just give Leona Overwhelm, pull a 2/2, and push damage that way. Our other option is like Leona's Morning Light. What is this? Time summon, activate all allies plunder. That doesn't matter. So I could like try. Oh wait, I can just stun this way, stun this way. Yeah, I think we just stun 2 units like this, and then we just pull one to the side and win. Because it activates this Daybreak, which is stun, and then that Daybreak activates Leona's Daybreak, which is stun. And then we can just even give our like 2-1 challenger and pull their only blocker to the side, so our Leona still hits them for a lot of damage. So that's how you want to pilot those types of turns. Okay, so we're against Aatrox Kayn. Aatrox Kayn has picked up in popularity a lot lately. So let's do it. We got turn 1 attack. We're kind of chilling. We got the Solar Soldier. Even got Saboteur. Probably just gonna Soldier, try and get a 3-3. That way, if they don't have exactly turn 1 Cultist predict into Darken or Weapon, then get good attack. They always have turn 1 turn 1 predict. Always. I don't think I've ever played a single game against Kayn Aatrox where they didn't turn 1 predict into like a Darken or a Weapon. It's kind of crazy how they always have that card. But no worries. We have Samira at least. We got more cards. We got more drops. More cards to play. Maybe they picked something bad because they wanted to make sure they had a 3 power card, right? Like maybe they picked like a weapon when they already had 2 weapons in hand or something. That could be good for us. But here is a Saboteur. See what you got. Jeez. Okay. Let's let's just swing. We have Mystic, or we have Pale Cascade. We don't want them to be able to equip weapons. We don't want them to be able to equip weapons. We could have done like Flare All Out because it beats their 1 mana spell and also gives us another Flare. But I want to keep Flare All Out for like something like a Kayn. But they haven't equipped weapons because we haven't let them. We're gonna try and keep their minions off of board as much as we can. Realistically, they're probably just gonna be able to play a Cultist right now and then immediately equip it. But hey, we did our best at trying to negate that. So we can play 4 cards this turn. We actually can level up this Samira. I don't know if that's worth it in this deck, but like, we definitely could. The question is, do we? Is that like worth it? Like, are we just gonna all out for no reason? You know? And maybe the answer is yeah. Let's see, so I am expecting a weapon. Oh, no weapon. Okay, so they drew their Kayn. Let's see, are they gonna attack? They didn't have a way to save this last time. There's the weapon. Okay, so we can actually kill the Samira here, which is pretty, or sorry, kill their 3-5. They're gonna attack to get the trigger on the weapon. Wait, what? This person's a crackhead, man. They really didn't attack there just so I couldn't level my Samira? You, like, finally equipped a weapon. Why wouldn't you attack? Why wouldn't you attack? You finally got your stuff. That's fine. We have might. We have might shenanigans. They don't have any blockers. This is pretty funny that they did all that just to kind of lose the entire board anyways. This person doesn't really know what they're doing. They thought they knew what they were doing, but they really don't. Because we're going to do this. Like, they played around all out just to immediately play into all out. That doesn't make sense.
Want to prove yourself? Now's your chance.
That doesn't really make sense. Now, do we fervor this? Or do we might it? Probably just fervor. Or probably just might, I mean. Like, wow, they really played into all out just to get completely blown out by all out. And then my Samira's still going to level. Very interesting tactics from the... Because now they didn't even buff anything off the top of their deck. They didn't, like, do anything. Okay. Are they going to play around my Samira level again? Okay. We're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. We're going to trade away your unit. We're going to kill your second Kayn. And we're going to have a full board. And a fervor. Cool. And a pink spell. I think they're just dead on the next attack. I could be wrong, but I think they're just dead. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they're just dead. I wish I had a way to kill them without letting them play Aatrox, because they're going to gain 2 HP. Oh, okay. Well, we're just going to immediately do this while they don't have a weapon to do their strike spell. And they're dead. Cool. Yeah, it's very interesting lines from the opponent. Very interesting lines. But, I'll take it. I mean, I'll take the LP. That's good for me. We take those. Okay. So they immediately switched over to the set karma. I don't think the deck was the issue. Not gonna cap, but maybe I'm being too mean. But yeah, okay. So to go back to that last game, I guess the constructive criticism I could give is that if you're going to play around a card, you should play around it fully. Otherwise, you're just making bad plays. So what that means is if you think they have like, all out, and you want to play around that, that's fine. You can play around the all out, but don't immediately the following turn stop playing around all out, because all that means is that if they have the all out, you're just gonna get wrecked by it like you would have the previous turn. And then if they don't have that all out, and you didn't think they did the whole time, then you just made a bad play the previous turn. So it doesn't make sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why, sure. So that's what I'm trying to get at when I say that. Even though I said it in kind of a rude way. So the question is, do we want to go for the Sunhawk, or do we want to start popping off with the, like, flares? I think just getting my big Sun Guardian down is fine. I'm still, like, unblockable. You can Mystic Shot me. That's fine, but I'm still pushing 2 damage. Still pushing 2 damage. Clearing your board. Preparation is not a good card. I don't know what this person's deck list is, but I don't really know what to play around in that sense. It's okay. We have Sun Guardian, number 2. Pretty good. Get to buff up our units. I don't think Samira really levels in this deck often. I know I just leveled Samira last game. But, like, I don't think playing for Samira level is correct. Yeah, I've noticed that you kind of just play her as this, like, really good card. And sometimes it does level. Sometimes you just play, like, a bunch of 1-drops and you level her, and then you eventually rally in a couple turns. But I don't think it's like the Samira Fizz decks, where you are, like, actively trying to level her because you know you're going to rally within, like, 1 turn. Okay, so you're going to Formula, and then I assume a Mystic Shot. If they Mystic Shot the Samira, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. If they would have Mystic Shot this, it would have been a more tough decision of whether do I Pale Cascade or not. But it's okay, we have Sun Guardian. I think opponent just has really bad perception of what the threats are, and they are having a rough time establishing what an actual threat is on our board. And that's okay. That's a very hard thing to learn. So I'm not trying to just bash them and say, like, oh, this person is so bad and stupid. It's just like, that's just a hard thing to learn in the game. And it's just something that they need to keep learning, need to keep working on. Yeah, we're just going to do a big swing here. And then we're just going to probably Fervor if they block. I assume they're going to block the 6/5 and try and Mystic Shot. So we're just going to, or sorry, not Fervor, we're going to Might. So we're going to Might this to push our extra 6 damage. Or sorry, 7 damage. Oh, if they just do that, I don't think I care. I don't know. Is Might worth 4 damage? 4 damage puts them to 4, and then they just die to Fervor Flare. That sounds pretty good to me. We also could have just, like, flared to pull here and then push 9. Oh yeah, if they do this, we're just gonna Might, because we know they have the Mystic Shot in hand, but we're gonna Might now, get our damage. 4 puts them, like I said, dead to Fervor Flare. We just need to find a spot where they don't have 4 mana for Deny. Caustic Rift. Okay. That's fine. So that saves them 2 HP. So now they're no longer dead to Fervor Flare, or Fervor Flare. You have to die to, like, Fervor or more units, but lucky for us, I mean, we have units. We're going to make our Sun Guardians even bigger. Oh my goodness. Triple Sun Guardian! We are guarding all of the suns, chat. We are guarding all of the suns. This is fine. I mean, they're going to swing. We're just going to Fervor. This is a very clean time to Fervor. They're going to pull in with Set. I would assume they're going to kill the 3/4 here, unless they... I probably would kill the 6/2. Yeah, so I'd probably kill the 6/2 and then just, like, pull the 3/4. But this is fine. Yeah, that's okay. I don't think I care. I do want to put the Set to 1 HP in case I draw a what's it called? In case I draw a Might. But putting it to 1 HP is fine. I'm also just going to raw play this 3/2 because I'm not going to develop into them. I just have big lethal on open multiple times. And my best draw is going to be Might anyways, which again is a burst spell. So that just lets me open attack for lethal even more. So yeah, so we're feeling pretty good about this game. Feeling pretty good. We're just gonna swing. We got Stun Hawk, but that doesn't really change too much, does it? It just lets them develop extra units for no reason, like Pit Grit, the 3/4 that makes them heal and gets a coin, and we don't need to let them heal, right? Like, it plays better into the stuns because they have like this, but I mean, I think this is okay. We are just going to Flare. I don't want to let them play. I don't remember if Pit Grit is 3 or 4 mana. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna deal 1 damage directly now and just say, like, do you have a heal? Do you have, you know, something? And the answer is no. So looks good. Cool. So yeah, deck's very good. Very strong. Obviously, it's piloted by a very strong player, Nick, to get to rank 1, but the deck itself has to be kind of good to make that climb easy. And I saw him go from like literally 0 LP to this rank 1 spot. So big shouts to him. He did a good job. I don't think he made the deck, but he definitely picked up and played it well. So very cool. Very cool deck. Highly recommend it if you like aggro, if you like the fast games. It's aggro that can transition into mid-range if you want to. Feels very cool. I have the deck link down in the description below, as long as with Nick's like Twitter, YouTube, all that type of stuff. Because I did get the deck, you know, from him. Like I said, he didn't make it. He's not the creator, but I did watch him play his stream, so I just joined his deck list. So I'll give him the shout outs where they are due. And yeah, that's going to be it. So if you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe with the bell notifications. #1 place for the competitive content. Make sure to comment down below and like the video. That helps me out unbelievably amounts in the YouTube algorithm. They go so much off of interaction. So any amount of comments, just like, nice video, thanks for the deck, looks cool. Like literally anything in the comments helps me out so much, along with a like. Greatly appreciate it. Even if you don't want to subscribe, if you just do the like the minimum of commenting and liking, that still helps me out a whole bunch. So greatly appreciate it from you guys. The support's been amazing. That's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.